y'all are looking for some new movies that are like really good, watch Eli on Netflix.
Yeah, it's just you and me. Bonnie and Clyde, yeah, we're so young and so free. Now we get wild, yeah, they gon' talk about me, 'cause you are mine.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys 22 of the best horror movies I've seen so far. Okay? Sorry in advance if you can hear like my washing machine and dryer and my brother talking in the background. It's just kind of noisy today. But y'all know I am literally like obsessed with horror movies. So, you know, this is just the perfect video for me. And I just, you know, thought it would be a good idea to like let you guys know, like, since we all still gonna be in quarantine for probably like another year. These are just some good horror movies that you can watch just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. So, but before we get any more into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? It takes no time or money out of your hands, so please just hit the butterfly in whichever corner it's in, and let's go straight into this video. The first category I'm going to do is paranormal, of course. The Conjuring series. Oh my god. This is my favorite horror movie series. It's The Conjuring 1, Part 2, Annabelle, Annabelle Creation, The Nun, Annabelle Comes Home, and The Curse of La Llorona. All of those movies are pretty good. I'll probably just say my least favorite one out of that whole series would probably be The Nun, because it was like not scary like at all. That's just the least scary one to me, but I watch scary movies like 24/7, so it might be scary to y'all, I don't know. And probably the scariest one out of all of that would be Annabelle Comes Home. But my favorite one of all is The Conjuring Part 2. I was literally just watching that, eating my food. That's my favorite one. I don't know why. I just love rewatching it. So in the Conjuring series, it's like two paranormal investigators, and it basically like all the movies are like connected to the first two movies, which is The Conjuring 1 and Part 2. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the Annabelle doll. Like, that's tied into that too. And like, yeah. I don't know how to explain it without spoiling it, because I really don't want to spoil it if you guys are going to actually watch these movies. Which is a good series. Definitely check that out. Now, the next one up is the Insidious series. This is my second favorite one. I will watch these movies over and over again too. There's 4 Insidious movies. And that's it. My favorite one, Part 4. Gotta watch the movies kind of like backwards, if that makes sense. Like, it's Part 4 first, and then it's Part 3, and then it's Part 1, and then it's Part 2. So it's kind of like in a match order. It's like one lady, and then like some 2 guys. It's like a demon takes the kid. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil it. Next up is Winchester. It's the old lady living in her house. She has like ghosts in her house, like a lot of ghosts or whatever. A guy comes to investigate her and all like her house and everything to make sure she's not like crazy. Has like a lot of confusing rooms built and everything to basically like confuse the ghosts so they won't come get her or something like that. Yeah, that's what it is. Now next up is the movie Before I Wake. It's a Netflix original. But like basically all these movies you can watch on like Netflix or Hulu. Just a disclaimer. But Before I Wake, it's like this little boy, like all his dreams and nightmares come to life. I'll just leave it at that. Will come out of his head and like be there. That's a really good movie. I like that one. Next up is the Paranormal Activities series. Now that has 6 movies. I haven't seen like the last 2, but I already know what happens because I watched like a whole Paranormal Activity series like summary. Definitely my favorite one out of the whole series would be Part 4. I didn't watch Part 5 or 6 because they didn't feature the original family. All 6 of the movies are but like connected to one family, because it goes back by like generations and generations. It's basically like a ghost that's trying to take the baby. I'm trying not to spoil it, so my bad if I'm not explaining it as well. Next up is Mercy Black. I got this pulled up right here because I could not remember this movie for the life of me. A woman is sent to a mental institution after stabbing her classmate in an attempt to conjure an evil spirit. I know I saw this one on Netflix, but I fell asleep on this movie. That one's really not like scary. That's all I really have to say about that one. I don't really remember it. Next up is The Boy Part 1 and 2. Now this one is very creepy. And just like has like a twist at the end. In-home babysitter. And she thinks it's a real boy, but it turns out to be a doll. She has to babysit a doll. That's just part 1. And then part 2 is basically just like a different family with the same doll. And now Polaroid, number 8. Oh my god, I love this. But this camera, like when you take a picture with it, there's like a spirit in the camera. And when you take your picture, the spirit comes to kill you. So, that sounds terrible. But that's like the whole movie. Next up is The Forest. So this girl's sister disappears, and it's a specific forest in Japan that's like haunted. Yeah, like her sister disappears in that forest and she goes and tries to find her. I'm gonna leave it at that. Our House. That's number 10. Basically, these two kids, they build like a portal to the other side. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory. Next up is Sinister Part 1 and 2. This is just like, for Part 1 and 2, it's basically just haunted videos and photos that are in their houses, possessing people and everything. So, number 12 is As Above, So Below, and this one is like a group of, I would say like archaeologists or something like that. They go to the catacombs, and I mean, the catacombs in general is creepy. I don't know if it's haunted or not, but it is in that movie. Like, they get lost, of course, because the catacombs is like huge. It's like all throughout Paris or whatever. And yeah, they get lost and they're just trying to find their way out without dying, because there's like paranormal stuff down there. It's like Paranormal Activity. Like they're filming with their own cameras. Like it's like a vlog type situation. Yeah. Number 13 is His House. This movie, if you're not really into horror movies, it's gonna be very scary to you. It was kind of scary to me, so, but it was really good. It was really good. It's like this African couple get moved into this like very ugly house in England. Like, it's haunted, but it's like a big twist at the end. Next up is Book of the Dead. Now this is a Hulu original. This one is like three different stories in one movie, but all the stories are kind of like connected, but it's like ghosts and demons and such. Number 15, The Grudge. I'm talking about the 2020 version. I know there's like a whole series of them before that, but I haven't watched them. This one is kind of like The Ring, where it's like you watch that video and like you got like 14 days until you die. It's kind of like that, but it's a house. Like whoever goes into the house just dies. Like they die like days after. This is based on the original Grudge. It's like a haunted house in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's like a true story, but I really don't know. Number 16, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I know a lot of people said they read the book when they were like younger. I didn't even know they had a book until the movie came out. So these kids find a book and it has like haunted, like scary stories in them, and whenever they read them out loud, they come to life. And it's like, it's very creepy. And I think this movie is like set in the like 70s, 60s. Next up, number 17 is Body Cam. Now this one, I was not expecting to be good, like at all. Mary J. Blige in it, and sees a cop, and they're trying to figure out like how this other cop died, because like the camera on his police car got messed up. It ties into like police brutality and everything. Turns out to be like paranormal, of course. And it's really good. It's really good. Number 18, Prodigy. I wanted to punch that little boy in the face. This little boy in the movie gets possessed, and he's just straight up evil. Number 19, Lights Out. It's basically like a demon, and they can only come out when the lights are out. Like a dark corner in one part of the room, they can only appear in that dark corner. The lights will like kill it or hurt it or something like that. It's centered around like this one family. It's like trying to kill them and everything. Number 20 is Eli. This is a Netflix original. Definitely a huge twist at the end. Basically, this little boy is like doctors and stuff like testing on him because his parents have him there or whatever. He can see ghosts and stuff. Next up is number 21, In the Tall Grass. This brother and sister, they're driving, and this little, like, you know how they have cornfields, like the big cornfields and the corn maze or whatever, and people like get lost in that. It's that, but it's like tall grass instead, and they hear like a little boy calling out saying that he's lost. They go in there and trying to find him, but whoever goes into that grass is like stuck there forever. It's like a time loop. They're stuck in that grass and they're trying to figure it out and everything. And then eventually more people come in there and they're trying to figure a way out. Next up is Pet Cemetery. It's like whatever you bury in that certain spot, it comes back to life. But its soul is gone, so it's kind of like evil. And some people bury their things there and they come back evil, but they think it's normal. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, when I filmed this video, I did all 40 movies, but I thought the video was going to be way too long, so I just split it up into 2 parts, so I'm going to be wearing like the same outfit and everything in the next video. But make sure you look out for part 2 because that'll be up like right after this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and of course, have a good day and tune in next week for a new video.